Messenger.
Oh. You too. What's up, you too? We like to do this.
You look up here.
We like to do this. We're like, I make fun of him. I don't like. Okay.
What's up, YouTube? What's going on, y'all?
Are we gonna get any visitors? I wonder.
Yeah, they'll come in. They'll just start rolling in.
Let's see.
What's going? Oh, you can see yourselves in the reflection of shredded cheese. There's Mike.
What's up, Mike?
What's going on, Mike?
Mike. We don't got nothing yet.
Yeah, what's going on? Hey. Ready for this weekend, bud? So we'll see you over there. Yeah, like I said, we land a little bit after you. Hopefully you don't get any delays or anything like that. And then, yeah. Shane Owens. Yeah, this is our second episode. Why are you trying?
Derek and Bridgette show.
Yeah, that's what, there it is.
It's a catchy little jingle, I think. Personally.
Oh, we're excited to hop on, see what you guys are all about. We went out to dinner tonight and went to try a new place, a new brewery, and it was like, it was chicken fried burger, so it was like a hamburger but deep fried. Was not a fan. I never tried that before. Not a fan. Roy Baker, Smash Lockman. Yes, sir. Don't plan to go out there and lose. Not that little Lachlan. But yeah, so we're gonna be seeing Tex Brana and Shane Owens here this weekend. You guys at the Shaw Classic. Shane has his match with Batautas Lawless, and then Tex Brana will be your referee. Shane, bro, what time is it there? It's almost 1 a.m. here. It's 9:50. 9:50. We were just watching her favorite show currently, called Married at First Sight US.
I love terrible TV. I'm not sure if you guys or your wives, girlfriends, whatever, like terrible TV, but I love terrible TV. And he says that he does not like it, but he'll tell you all the characters. He'll tell you which ones he likes, which ones he doesn't like.
It's false. I hate it. Hate every second of it. It's just you can't believe how stupid these people are and the things that come out of their mouths. And then you can kind of see it coming, like the breakups and stuff. You're like, dude, they're not, I don't know. Because I have to watch it, so I'm going to, obviously pay attention. Karen says, can't believe we get to meet Novikov. It's going to be cool. Zeus, waiting for your Mexicali. Zeus is Hector Beltran I'm going out to dinner with.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's going on, Hector? Chimps, my lullaby podcast as I close my eyes, looking forward to the match. Shane.
The Derek Bridgette show. There's your lullaby.
There you go. Grizzly Casey. That's Casey from up north. You met him, right? Brian Apple. I don't know. That would be interesting if he gets on the table. I'm not sure. Chimp, my wife watched those shows too, and I begrudgingly watched them with her.
See?
But the whole time you watch them with your wife, aren't you like, oh my God, how stupid? Why would they say this? Like, doesn't make any sense.
She's from the streets.
Yeah, that's what I say all the time. That girl's from the streets.
They ain't gonna make it. She's from the streets.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Y'all flying Friday or Saturday? We fly in Saturday. I have to work Friday night, so I go straight from work at like 3 a.m. straight to the airport, and then we're gonna fly out early Saturday morning. Get there Saturday at 8:40. Our flight lands at 8:40.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Yeah. Vampires. A lot of use his defense. What's going on? Yeah, those shows, man. See, I'm not gonna lie. I've watched a few of them with her. All the different ones, like the ones where they get married like out of the country and they're trying to get their passports and stuff, or they're trying to get visas to come.
90 Day Fiance.
That one. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's meant for me. What are you guys doing? What are you guys all about right now? Shane, what are you doing awake right now? Carolyn, what are you up to? What are you guys doing? Chimp said he's going to sleep. Bridgette posted on Instagram, asked to see if anybody had any questions for us. Our direct, it's not your champ. Work, travel, and work. Yeah. Well, luckily I don't have to compete at the Shaw Classic. Just commentate. So I'll get some sleep on the flight, and then I don't think the matches are until a little bit later. So hopefully I get to the hotel and get a couple hours of sleep. She got done working out. Attaboy, Mike. Derek's like, those shows are terrible. I've watched all of them. It's true. Stalking virgins, says Defense Foster. Oh. All right. That's okay.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I mean, I think it means what he said it means. He's up stalking virgins.
Oh. I forgot that you asked them what they were doing.
Yeah. Karen says, Derek, I do nursing, also overnight shift. Nighttime is the right time. That's right. I don't get tired until like 6 a.m.
Oh,
so she has to work at what time do you wake up tomorrow?
Well, since I'm here, I have to wake up at like 5 or 5:30.
Yeah, so she has to go sleep here pretty soon. I won't be tired till 3. So it's either I lay down, we cuddle, but I'm not actually tired, or I sit on the computer and she goes to sleep. It's kind of one or the other.
Yep. Okay, what else we got here? Mike, you just got done working out? What time is it over there?
Yeah, Mike's training. I think he's talking about the same guy. Mike met a server at a restaurant near where he lives, and they made a bet, and the server said, Mike said, if I beat you in arm wrestling, we get free dessert, I believe. And the server said, okay, but if I beat you, you tip me double what you were going to tip me. And then Mike beat him, and now the guy's been coming to practice. I think that's the guy he's talking about, which is kind of interesting way to spread the sport for sure. Or vampires, as we do, right? Blood, virgins, etc. Sure, defense. Sure.
When we used to go to Margarita Friday, our server, when I was telling him about you, this was, I don't know, like 10 months ago, long time ago, right? He said something about Devin Larrett, and that's the only one that he knew, but he knew one.
Everybody knows who Devin is.
I know, but I didn't.
Yeah, everybody knows Devin.
I didn't.
Or
I knew
arm
you.
wrestling whisperer, or slap fighting. Those are the things you always hear about. You do that slapping stuff.
Thanks, Carolyn. I'll definitely
so
take that.
Fresh and good. What are you looking forward to at Shaw Classic, East vs. West in Turkey?
Shaw Classic. Watching Brian compete for the last time. Excited for that. I'm excited to watch Derek, of course, with the arm wrestling and seeing how that goes. And then in East vs. West in Turkey, I want to go into town again. Go back to that baklava place.
Oh, that was walking distance.
Yeah.
We can do that.
That into town, not like Istanbul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go into town. You got to buy those bracelets anyway. So,
yeah. I'm promising bracelets to a lot of people. Dude, Shane, you got to, honestly, like, you win this, man. You win this match. Like, man, East vs. West is, this will put your name on the map pretty big. Because this is going to be a big show. There's going to be a lot of people paying attention to this. So I think a lot of doors can potentially open. It's not necessarily if you win. Just put on a good show, be in the match, and whether you win or lose, man, I think this can really put your name out there a lot. I think it is a big opportunity. Like, even when Brian was talking to me, like, about, how much money do we have to throw at the guys? Like, I don't have how much money I have to throw at the arm wrestlers. I was like, dude, honestly, if you pay for flight and hotel, and then they'll come. They know it's a big opportunity, and so I think any arm wrestler, would know, like, oh my God, you'd be on the Shaw Classic and paying for flight and hotel. Like, I'm in. And then he was like, oh, okay, cool. He's all, well, I'll just put money for prize money. I was like, cool, dude. That's just icing on the cake. I was like, I told him, I was pretty sure everybody would do it just to have a match at the Shaw Classic, man. That's a pretty big opportunity. Like, if I didn't have my super match in a week after, then I would have taken a match there for sure. So it should be, I don't know how many thousands of people will be there. Hey, win this, beat Passmore 2 weeks later, crush Jaggers, hope and dreams in January. Hey. Cow Chapel, hey, Derek, the Night Rider, what's up? Just woke up 7 a.m. in Denmark. Saw notifications popped up for this podcast. Hope you and your family are doing great. Yeah, everything's good out here, man. It's almost 10 o'clock at night on Monday night. So I'm just recovering from practice yesterday, hydrating, eating, resting, all the things. So Passmore, man. So, Shane, is your match with Passmore right or left-handed? And then same thing with Jaggers. Derek, that's awesome. God bless Brian. Lawless is wider than he's tall. I know. That's a big boy. All those professional strongmen are pretty big. They kind of have to be if you're going to do the stones. There's certain events where being taller and stuff like that has a huge advantage. Definitely like with stones and things like that. But I guess there's some where having shorter arms, like overhead pressing and things like that, have played an advantage too. So I don't know.
Can we? I never told you this. Can we talk about this? So I had a dream the other night. It was a couple nights ago. I text Carrie right away and I told her about my dream. Carrie Shaw, Brian's wife. Anyways, so I know nothing about strongman at all, right? So I had a dream that we were at the Shaw Classic, and the Shaw Classic was held at like a big park. So it had like football fields and baseball fields and soccer fields, whatever. Huge, huge thing. So to get to place to see who goes first in all the events, this is so weird. They had to play baseball.
Oh my God.
It was so weird. So they had to play baseball, and so just imagine a bunch of strongmen, and you had to be like different. So you're like your helmet. Okay, I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna tell you what you were wearing. Anyway, you competed in this baseball thing. Okay, but just imagine a bunch of like strongmen trying to swing a bat. It was the best. And then and so I had this idea. You know how you say like it's hard for you to like extend your arm like to throw a baseball or whatever, right? So none of them could pitch, right? But somebody had to pitch to hit the ball. So like they were like throwing weird, and some of them would like bounce and you had to hit it off the ground. It was so strange. But anyway, so Derek gets up to bat, and Derek's helmet is a sombrero.
Why would my helmet be a sombrero?
I don't know, but it was fantastic. Anyways, so I text Carrie about my entire dream, and I'm like, it'd be really cool if we could get them to swing a bat. Anyways, the first event was, you were talking about the events, and this is what got me on my thought process. So the first event was like the kettlebell toss. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's.
Did she say anything back?
She laughed very hard at what I was saying. She was like, that would be so awesome. I'm like, yeah. Next Shaw Classic.
That would be like, well, first off, strongmen have probably arms that move, not like arm wrestlers.
Yeah, but they're huge. They're like massive arms.
Swinging the bat would be weird, but they could probably throw a ball, I imagine. Arm wrestlers, man, after a while, you can throw no ball.
I don't imagine their range is very good.
It would be ugly. Yeah. Baseball is not a sport meant for gigantic dudes.
No.
At all. Let's see, where we catch up. Carolyn, God bless Brian, Carolyn. Derek, I began taking a gallon of spring water bottle to the gym. It's crazy. You drink more. Yeah. Arvin Chan says, yeah, Derek is on for my entertainment while I'm at work. Shane says, Passmore is originally best of 5, both arms. He injured his left against Corey Brezin in July, so right only now. Jagger's right. Oh, okay. All right. I got you. I never pulled Paul Passmore right-handed. Obviously, I had my match with Austin, which we'll need to revisit. Yeah, we can do that whenever. Yeah. Sombrero, sideline, Olo power couple. What's going on sideline? Neil Pickup's nervous cough. Derek, the big days get close. You feel like you have leveled up. Yes, of course. I mean, there's no more work to be done at this point. I mean, this week I'll lift and just do like high volume stuff, kind of explosive. But besides that, nothing, no super heavy weights, not going to destroy my CNS or anything like that. And no more arm wrestling, and just relax, man, and feel good the day of and be 100% healed up for my match. Trip War, what's going on, bud? Derek's the man. Hello, Bridgette. Hi. Bridgette, what do you think of Derek's upcoming opponent?
I think I liked it better when I stayed oblivious to the sport, and here I am knowing more about the sport now, and now I get nervous because I don't know how you feel, and I just want you to win because I gotta break up with you if you lose.
Yeah, I gotta win. Trip War gifting memberships. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you gifting the memberships, guys. Make sure you have the gifting enabled at the top of the chat. Yeah, these matches are, of course, I want to win. It's just like for me, and I think for most arm wrestlers, you go through phases, mental phases. Like when you're months out and there's a ton of work to be done, you're excited. You know, you're just trying to put in the work, be consistent with it, and be the guy outworking the other guy. Then as time starts closing in, I think it's natural to start getting nervous, start getting afraid, start questioning whether you did enough. Did I really do? There was that one night I kind of slept in, or there's that one day where I wasn't able to go to the gym, and you start second guessing kind of everything. And then the days leading up to it, or the week leading up to it, it'll just switch to like crazy confidence and like self-belief. And, you know, by the time I go to the table, it should be a whole different mindset. So I'm just getting out of the nervous, scared phase. You know, like, did I do enough? Because it doesn't really matter. I've done everything I could, and we are where we are. So I just know I worked my butt off. I'm stronger than I've ever been, and hopefully it's what it is, man. I'm definitely the strongest I've ever been, but I was the strongest I've ever been in my last matches too. So
I'm just trying to figure out how to piss you off just enough.
I'll be pissed off. Just remember no sex for the whole week.
I'm trying to snowball the anger, right? But like delicately, you know?
When are you going to pull someone in the US again, says Marius? I'm not sure. I'm definitely open to it, especially left-handed. I'm right. They moved me up in ranking. I'm ranked 7th in North America left-handed now. I didn't even have a match. I was 9th, and they moved me up to 7th because the rest of the rankings got moved around. So, and I don't really care about my left arm. So I'm always down to throw the left arm around and have a match with that. That's no pressure at all. Right-handed, it's just, I always have my eyes on East versus West, trying to get ready for the next one and big opportunities like that. So a lot of times going to events or taking a local super match, if it's gonna, you got to think anytime I compete, that messes up my training for at least 2 weeks, a week leading up to it, and then after a hard match, a week of healing, right? So that's like 2 weeks of prep and healing for a match that I can't be training, right? So when I have my eyes on a big prize, like going overseas or something like that, it's hard to just set aside for a local tournament 2 weeks of training when I got something huge coming up. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to give that up. That's why I'm more prone to run around left-handed and just having fun with it because I don't want to set aside training for my right, trying to level it up, if that makes any sense. And if I keep getting these opportunities, I can't say no. You get an opportunity to fly to Turkey, fly to Australia, fly to wherever, like you don't say no. You take these big matches, and they keep coming. And I'm so dedicated to leveling up and trying to make my mark there. It's hard to say no, man. Adnan, what's going on? Neil Pickup says, rooting for you, my man. Enjoy the event. Yes, sir. Let's see. Oh, Casey Jones there. What are you drinking? Just water, man. Got a gallon jug. Sit here. Bridgette bought me this. I love this thing. This is my baby. I've been using this thing nonstop for like a year and a half now.
I think you got the money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
I think it was like $120.
Karen says, Mehdi gonna hurt himself training grizzly style with duct tape and weights. You're falling on him, extremely reckless. Shane says, I practice with Passmore a lot. He's 2 hours away. Love that dude. The promoter want us to headline his tournament. Regionally seems common consensus. I'm the favorite. Right, he was favorite left. Okay. Yeah, because I know he had the arm break right-handed, right? And then left is I think left was always his better arm, but I think if I'm remembering correctly, after his arm break, his left took him, his right kind of fell behind somewhat. But I know he's been arm wrestling with it. But I know left he never got hurt, correct? Neil Pickup says, relax, Derek. Even if you lose, you can still get an easy win against Travis. Fulfill your dreams winning. I know. Carolyn, Derek, do you think Tony Thompson will ever defect from his team and join Alpha Empire? No. Tony has his own team. Tony's my boy, but he also, he likes being the man. He likes, being the head of his team and things like that. And he's a big silverback. He wants to be the guy. And that's fine. And so we can still be boys. He can run his team. I can run mine. And I'll help him out whenever I can. And I got a lot of love for Tony. I know a lot of people think we're like enemies or something like that. It's not the case at all. I was just at his house on Wednesday. We were hanging out talking for a while. And we went to his gym, and I was showing him workouts and all the things. I definitely want Tony's level to raise, along as I'm raising mine. And it'll help inspire me to train harder and stuff. So, Eye of the Tiger says, joking, yes sir. Marius, I was thinking more of like a serious opponent in the U.S. Oh, I'm not saying I'm above having matches with guys in the United States at all. I'm saying when I keep getting these offers, it's hard to turn down. But there's definitely some guys I'm looking to have matches with. I got moved down to 10th right-handed. I definitely want to rematch with Austin at some point. There's still Tim Breslin still wants a rematch at some point. There's even chances in front of me. There's always the Corey match when that's ready. There's Todd Hutchings, who I've always wanted to pull with. So definitely a lot of matches in front of me. I want to see, and eventually one day maybe have a match with Dave. I just wonder, So, and then Michael Todd coming back. There's a lot of movement in the top 10, and that's also not to say I wouldn't pull down, take matches with people ranked below me. I did with Austin. I told people I'm not afraid to pull down at all. And guys like Shane and guys that are still moving up the rankings and things like that. Like I'm not afraid to take those matches. It's just I keep getting offers overseas, man. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Okay, there you go, Marius. Hopefully I just answered that question. Who I want to beat from the U.S. Trip War says, I got 10 beers from East versus West, 5 for your match with Mehdi, and the other 5 for Devin and Remy. There you go. Shane, he broke his right 5 weeks after I broke mine back in 19. His right was 5th in NA when it broke. Yeah. Neil Pickup says, Derek, you think you'll face the winner of Austin and Nick? I have no plans to. I hadn't really thought about it. My left, you guys, it's very good against very specific styles of arm wrestling. There's certain guys where if they arm wrestle in a very specific style, I will crush them left-handed. There's other guys that arm wrestle in a certain style and that will destroy me. So my left's not a complete arm like my right is. Derek, saw your practice experience with Orange County Arm Wrestling Group last weekend. Left-handed with Tony Thompson, looked impressive. Yeah, I mean, Tony's a lefty. We usually go back and forth with him getting the better of me usually practice and traditionally in tournaments. It just, there has to be. I have to pull Tony a very specific way. But he's definitely the favorite in a left-handed match with me, and he's not even ranked in the top 20. I cheated on my diet this past weekend. Way too many brownies. Makes sense, Mike. U.S. Cowboy. First tournament I won both left and right-handed. The guy I pulled in the final was at Old Pro. My first pro tournament a month later. I took third 2009 or 209 weight class. Derek, you were coach. Oh, hey, hey, you've been crushing it, man. That's great. And to stay at it, stay consistent. That's the whole thing. Everybody falls off because no one's consistent, or most people aren't consistent. So that's the biggest tip I can ever give anybody. Just stay with it. Just don't pull Tim with PAL refs and you're good, dude. I pulled Tim with Leonard Harkless as my ref. Like that's the most hardcore ref there is. Oh, you want me to guess who you are, U.S. Cowboy? First tournament, I won both left and right hand. U.S. Cowboy. I'm trying to look into the name. If you're on my team, you're Cowboy. I don't know how anybody goes by Cowboy. Andy? I don't know. Is it Andy? Let me know who this is. We have like 50 people on our team. That's not fair. It's hard to remember everybody's placings in all the tournaments. Derek, that'd be nice. Sponsor Michael Todd and Dave in due course. Joe King said the Riddler joined the chat. Austin left is really good. Yeah. David Mark, Carolyn, I believe in your left more than you do, Derek, and I'm completely okay with this.
The left is my arm.
Yeah, Bridgette claimed the left arm as hers. Said she has to work her way up to the right. You really got to play your cards right to say you own the right arm. Just bought a tree. Hey, we got Jave. I don't have a tree.
Bought a tea.
Oh, that's a tree. I'm getting tired. My bad. All right, yeah. Oh, you bought a tea from the website. You guys, if you haven't checked out the AW Switch, that's her thing, man. She's over there. We have a big warehouse, and she's over there with printing presses. She's sweating. She has like 10 employees now. They're cranking out shirts, selling like 700-800 shirts a day. It's a really big operation, and Bridget's just heading it up. She did get busted there today. She had a couple kids working. I guess once you're 12 or 13, you're not supposed to be working the printing press. I guess it's a big thing, and they're not supposed to be smoking on the job, so they had a problem with that too.
Real quick with Mike sharing the link tree. Thank you for sharing that. I did put a new link on there. It's for the Shaw Classics. If you're interested in buying the pay-per-view for that, you can go to his link tree and then click the top one for Shaw Classic, and it will lead you right there to buy the pay-per-view.
Yeah, Shane, if you can, and Mike, if you guys can grab that link out of the link tree and start sharing it. That link is weird, you guys. If you guys want people to watch that pay-per-view, start sharing that link everywhere because you'll see it's a really weird, hard link to find. It's not being shared like broadcasted everywhere.
Well, this link takes you to Shaw Classic page, and it has a button right there, buy pay-per-view. And so it's not going to the ADL Pro Live or whatever. That's where it's being broadcasted through. But they made it really simple, and they posted it on the Shaw Classic site.
There you go.
To push, and that's the link that I put in the link tree. So.
Thank you, Carolyn. Carolyn's been sharing it everywhere. Carolyn, I appreciate that. But yeah, you guys, definitely the guys competing and reffing, you guys, please blast that, share that everywhere in any groups you're on Facebook, things like that. Help blast that link around. I really appreciate it. We want people, that's the whole thing. We want to show that we bring value as arm wrestlers to the Shaw Classic. Look, Roller, what up? Where'd you get that cheese poster? So I had it in my old house in the garage in the back when I do lifting videos, and she found the exact same poster when I moved in here. It was my roommate's poster, the other one. So I left it there, and then she bought the same poster for here. And she buys all the things. This shirt, this water bottle. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff probably within, yeah.
Probably, no, not your underwear.
Yeah.
I didn't buy those. I got it from the Walmart website. FYI, I just searched shredded cheese poster, and Walmart came up. So there you go.
Shay with a $5 super chat. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Says just want my name on the chalkboard so everyone has to read it. Bridgette, there you go. You're the updater. She has better writing than me. She's better at this. And now I get to keep reading the chat. 'Cause normally I have to stop everything I'm doing to do that. So I keep reading the chat.
Spit on it.
What? Just wipe with that. My God. Let's see. He's saying don't pull Tim with Hancock rapping. LOL. It's probably smarter not to. Neil Pickup says, Derek, I think you should just take the Revaz approach. Come through saying you're at 40%. And you'll get invited back no matter what. I know,
say the only way that you're going to lose if you get in an accident.
Yeah. Derek, I can 6 on my wife. Easy flash pins every time. Do you think I should go to WAF? Yes, 100%. They sell premium tees. Says Sideline Star. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I haven't seen a single complaint about the shirts from the site. Everybody seems to like them, unless you get like you're the wrong size, which someone's done. But in terms of like
and
the
then
quality,
pay me for that second shirt.
Yeah, Taylor Robinson. Anyway, Chave Davey sticker might need to be thing. We have a Chave Davey sticker.
I do.
Yep. It says, "Talk to me, Chave." It's on the website. So now that you said that, Sideline, I expect you to buy that sticker. Okay. David Marr says, "Good luck on your match there. Give him hell, big man." Either way, you probably throw that sticker in. You ordered a shirt, said. But maybe you buy it. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Carolyn says, "Swole Patrol caught the pulse today after the fact. Ryan Turner so humble, didn't even mention his arm wrestling much. I see he got Adol. Wonder how he plays East Coast, East Coast. I don't know what that is. Adol. I don't know what that means, Carolyn. But yeah, Ryan's a beast, dude. A lot of people don't know that Ryan's like a really strong arm wrestler. Did he get first at IFA, first or second? He placed really high. Yeah, no, Ryan's a monster for sure. Shaw Classic link we got to share. Says Carolyn Bridges, our queen, and so beautiful. Oh, I agree. There she goes. Music guy says, say your arm is broken for a match, so they underestimate you. I don't think I'll have the match. They won't invite me back. Tripor says, when are you coming to Turkey? We fly out Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday morning, really early, so we get there Thursday.
Yeah, we fly out Wednesday at 6:30 at night, and we get there at like 5 on Thursday their time.
Oh, Wednesday at 6:30 at night, so not in the morning.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was cheaper to fly at night.
And then then we leave on Monday.
Nope. Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, we're doing another early flight again. It's cheaper.
Yeah, there we go.
Flights to Turkey during the summer are expensive.
And I'm just excited, and especially even like when people are talking about these contracts and stuff. Like I said on the Pulse earlier, guys, if you weren't watching, I'm still not sure everything that's been openly said, but I've talked to multiple guys who have these contracts, and I can't get into details because I don't know what I'm allowed to know or say, But I will say that like they're nowhere near as bad as people were thinking. It's not going to damage the sport in the way people are afraid it's going to. If anything, it's going to help grow the sport. I am now a full believer in that, knowing what I know and talking to who I've talked to. So, yeah, I'm excited about the growth of the sport where it's going. I mean, I just gotta. Everything always centers back to I just need to make myself more valuable as an arm wrestler and start winning my matches. Like for me, I can think about all this cool stuff and how I can get into all of it, and then all of it only matters if I win, right? And so that's all I got to focus on is put my head down, try to say yes to the opportunities I'm given, and then just train as hard as I can. Keep it simple. The rest of the doors will continue to open. Alex says, hi there. Are you guys doing these regularly? It's barely noon for me, working hours, but I can manage much better than 6 a.m. as you usually do with your stream. Hello from Siberia.
Derek and Bridgette show for the Europeans.
It's me and Bridget hanging out and laying in bed, watch TV, and then she looks at me and does exactly what she just did right there. She goes, it's the Derek and Bridget show, and she stares at me and does the twinkle fingers until I'm like, you want to go do the show? And she goes,
and he tries to put my hands down and leg block me. It's like a whole thing.
So over here. Neil Pickup's Nervous Cough with the €10 super chat. I think, is that euro?
Is that Lira?
That's Lira. Oh, that's Lira, huh? Says, good luck, Derek. Both your losses proved to be against the absolute best. If you win 3-0, I'll be really hyped as the West needs a hero right now. Hope the channel blows up, brother. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, I'm throwing everything at him. I'm throwing the whole kitchen sink at this dude. So I'm definitely, man, if he wins, he is just the better man. I have no injuries, no nothing right now. Everything's at the peak. So, yeah, I'm hyped.
Pounds.
What's that?
He said those are pounds.
Oh, those are pounds? Ah, there we go. Thank you.
I think we've only seen those like once.
Wait,
in real life.
And that's Does that beat Shane's $5?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Update it. Come on. Shane, sorry, you got outbid. Neil Pickup's nervous cough. Thank you. You can draw a picture of a guy doing a nervous cough. Neil Pickup. Will you two be on stage in Turkey? Yes, I will have Bridgette on the stage with me, and I think, from what I understand, Paul Lynn is going to be on the stage for everyone, or that's what he was doing at the last one. He was like the all-time coach helper guy. So I don't know if Paul. I requested to have Bridgette, Paul Lynn, and Devin Larry. Now they've all said yes. Devin said probably. I think it depends on like when his match is and when my match is and things. But that's who I'd want on the stage with me. Devin, Bridgette, and Paul Lynn. I trust. She's definitely going to be wherever I'm at, and we've been talking about how to work on my arm, massage the blood out of my arm, and things like that. And we have some cool tools that she had purchased to help get the blood out of my arm. And then Devin and Paul, I really value their opinions during the match. Carolyn says, Alex, aloha. Marius, how heavy are you now, Derek? Would 115 class ever be an option? What's 115 in pounds? Is that 242? No.
I don't know.
I'm 340, man. One day, once I'm done, trying to chase this number one thing and see, once I kind of realize, I've gotten as high as I'm going to go, I'm not going any higher than this, if and when I ever realize that, then I would like to be around 260, somewhere between 240 and 260 in there. I think is a weight that I can maintain and be healthy for the rest of my life. I don't plan to be this heavy forever. I mean, I was a college basketball player. I don't mind running. I don't mind being active and being on treadmills. I just don't do it intentionally to try to stay heavy and get stronger for arm wrestling. So I don't mind being lighter. I'm just trying to be as strong as I can right now, and so I think I'll always be super heavyweight. Maybe one day I get within range of cutting to heavyweight, but who knows? Looks like he's yelling.
How he hit his elbow.
There you go. Music guy Derek, imagine if both you and Bridgette get on the Levon submits and she becomes your training partner. Bridgette, if you start taking what Levon took, what would happen to you?
I don't know, but I think that I'd probably lose my hair and the ability to have an erection.
Whoa. You don't know if Levon can have an erection? Wait, do you know if Levon can have an erection?
I assume. I don't know. Like in 8th grade when they taught us that those things are bad for you.
I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. I don't know if I like that answer. Let's see. Silent Star, I'd run through a wall for Paul Lynn. Yeah, I think we all would. Shane says, I'm writing Paul Lynn in for president, as we all should.
Mm-hmm.
Music guy, has anyone tried bloodletting to get the blood out of their arm?
What's that?
Literally, when your blood pumped up in your arm, cut your arm and so it bleeds.
I saw that on Grey's Anatomy.
No, man. No one's tried that. Someone passed out in a pool of blood in the corner. I tried to get the blood out. I cut myself. Karen says, Bridgette, have you been practicing technique, arm rubbing?
I've been practicing a lot of rubbing.
Saucy James. What up, James? What's going on, brother? Brandon Allen or Paul Stevens, who you got? I mean, Paul destroyed Brandon last time, so I know normally Brandon was bigger and he cut a lot of weight for that and all the things, but why go against Paul if Paul's already done it, So I'll stick with Paul, although it makes sense for Brandon to win, but it didn't make sense for Brandon to lose the first time. So I'll say Paul. Brandon's still my boy. I'm just going to say Paul. Todd Clauso said, what's up, you guys? This is way too late for someone my age. Hope you're doing well, man. You done training, says Benji? No, I'll go to the gym this week, but nothing super heavy. Mario says 115 is 254, so if you were 260, that would be an easy water cut. Oh, maybe.
How much did you weigh when we first met?
I don't know. I was probably, I was in the twos. I was like 270 or something like that, probably. Shane Owen says, Prudent gonna be there asking for Bridgette. Oh, yeah?
I don't know. Is he? He hasn't messaged me.
I think he has a. I'll break that dude. I'll break him. Silent Star says, will she be allowed on elevators alone this trip? No, absolutely not.
I get lost on the elevators every time.
Prudnick trapped her in an elevator.
Every time.
And then, what's his name? The other one, the one that broke his arm. Oh my gosh, what's his name?
Zerab?
Yeah, Zerab. Yeah, you remember his name. When I was commentating up in the booth, she was in the stands, and he approached her in the stands.
Oh my
Pulled up a chair next to her.
That is just so not
Yeah. Fish lips. What's going on? Roy Leave Ari says, "Hello, folks. How was your training with Hermes in Italy? Did you ever talk about that on YouTube?" Hermes, where are you? We have like 6 videos with me just doing that in Italy, all over
Italy.
So when we were filming it, like, right, we get to Italy. You guys know, a lot of you guys know the story. Like, we didn't end up linking up with Hermes. I couldn't find him. It was a big thing. So I was like, hey, start filming this. And I would just walk up to like a random bridge. I'd be looking around. I'd be like, Hermes. I'm in Italy. I'm just yelling Hermes, just looking around, like doing 360s, looking for Hermes. We filmed
At
like
the train station.
Yeah, the train station, like Hermes, just looking for him. But yeah, I just didn't. People, the little bit I did talk about it, people made a big deal about it, started messaging Hermes and made it this huge, tried to make it this huge beef, and it wasn't. And so I was like, gonna make that funny video showing that, but I didn't feel like pursuing it. I just knew everybody's gonna take it out of context. But no, we did not train with Hermes. I did have a great time in Italy though, but just did not train with Hermes. Mario says, yeah, Pure Nick is competing.
Oh.
Bridget, if you take the stairs, you'd be safe, girl.
There are no stairs. There's only one area of stairs. One area, and that one, I know where I'm going on that one.
Nervous Cop says, low keys Rob hit on Bridgette, now his arms broke. Giga Chat has fallen. Take notes, studs. Music guy Derek 22. Silent Star, Prunix, Robin, Hermes are on the hit list. No. Sanka says, Derek, have you ever thought about doing the chance shot thing, pulling lighter dudes? How confident are you in winning on the 26th? No, I don't want to pull lighter guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm probably still heavier than the guys I'm arm wrestling, like somewhat. But do I want to pull guys that are in a different weight class than me? No. It's a lose-lose kind of, you know what I mean? Like technically, me taking a match with Lachlan is kind of a lose-lose. If I win, Derek's way bigger than him. If I lose, I lost to like there's it's a lose-lose in a sense. Now, if it's a match, like if it's like John Brzezinski, okay, like there's enough incentive there where that would make sense for me to want to pursue that, because that's like, just the clout from having that match doesn't really matter the weight. He's beating big dudes all the time, things like that. But in general, no, man, I'm not really super interested in pulling light guys. And that's not even to say I can beat them all. I'm just saying, like I said, it's a lose-lose for me. It's not really, yeah. And it won't help me in any way, shape, like moving up the ladder or the ranking ladder or anything like that. And confident in winning on the 26th, I feel pretty good. And like I was saying earlier, it's growing. My confidence level is growing. Grizzly Case says, is it allowed to dunk pulling Am into an ice chest during rest period?
Arm.
Oh, pulling arm. Oh, sorry, my eyes are jacking up. Yeah, if you want to bring a whole ice chest, and yeah, I guess it is. Corey McPhee says, after you win, you should head to Monster Factory and train with Monster a bit. Yeah, we've done that. I've done that to Mike's.
It's so expensive to go out to Arkansas.
Yeah, it's not the cheapest. Although they're super nice. They let us stay at his house in their spare bedroom and stuff. I haven't talked to Mike or Rebecca in a little bit. I need to give them a call, see how everything's going. So Roy says, okay, thank you. Didn't know. I think Hermes and Prudnik are way overrated. Medi is more entertaining, and he has a phone wallet.
I'm not interested.
That's right. I like that. She's learning. You say that, but going to pull Lachlan, yes. Sideline says, Bridget, do you dig the ladies' matches more than the men's?
No.
Carolyn says, Derek versus Corey West. He wants Michael Todd threw Corey under the bus, saying he has too many hobbies. Neil Pickup says, you know what they say, never meet your heroes. Hermes making sure you don't. Good guy, Hermes. Hermes wasn't my hero. Damn it. He is amazing. I in no way discredit Hermes or hate on him at all. He's an amazing arm wrestler. He is a very capable dude. So I'm really excited to watch him and Devin. I do have I think this strength gap is going to be small enough where Devin can win. I think Hermes is stronger. I think Hermes is more explosive. I think he's more athletic and probably capable. But I don't think the strength gap is big enough for him to overcome Devin. So I have Devin as like the 51-49 favorite, like barely the favorite. But in my head, I think Devin will find a way. Personally, that's just my opinion. Let's see, music guy Derek. Which arm wrestlers do you think would legitimately give you a tough time in a real fight, like in a fist fight?
And none of them.
Yeah, none of them. There we go. I like that. I don't overestimate myself, man. I don't know. There's some tough ass dudes in arm wrestling. I mean, There's a lot of them too, there's a lot of MMA fighters that like to get into arm wrestling as well, guys. There's a lot of people with big backgrounds in fighting. I've been doing security and bouncing for 16, 17 years, but that in that time, that's been enough time to teach me what I am and what I'm not. Right, I'm not a trained cage fighter. I am big and strong, and I know how to use it somewhat. But more than anything, it's just you develop street smarts and how to handle yourself and secure that you don't get shot, stabbed, or jumped. But yeah, I mean, I can handle myself. But I don't. I think I'm gonna beat up Devin like a special forces dude. No, like I don't have any. Doesn't mean I'll crush him in an arm wrestling match when we do have a match though. This isn't fist fighting. This is something I have trained for. I'm pretty sure you got this next one, Derek. Thank you, Sarku. Appreciate that. All right, I'm awake. You can start the show, says Schmo.
Derek and Bridgette show.
I bet you'll get a nice contract if you perform well on the 26th. Hey, I'm down. Shane Owen says Jaggers had some MMA fights. Past one was like 5-0 with a few KOs for arm wrestling. Yep. See a couple guys that are into fighting. There's a lot of them, and they get into arm wrestling. Corey McPhee says, did you ever get your testosterone tested? And curiosity's sakes, what is it if you know? Yes, I got it tested. I got tested years ago, 3 years ago, and I was 226. Roy says, did you both go to Italy? If you did, what was your favorite city in Italy?
No, we only went to 3 cities.
Yes.
Ish.
I like Verona.
Me too.
Hermes is from Verona, and we went there. I mean, we went there, and we had time to go see the city, and but it was cool because Rome was cool, but it was very touristy, and it was like in a deep inner city and stuff. So it was super touristy. Like everything was, antique shops every 5 feet.
So much peopling.
Yeah, and Verona was still a big city, not as big as not as popular as Rome. So I really liked Verona. I thought Verona was really cool. Carolyn, Derek, I'd love to see you at a later Knuckles Up event, East Coast, Beast Coast. I think Will from High Five is going to be high production and good quality. Okay, yeah, it's a stacked card for sure. Sausage James with the 999 super chat. Thank you, sir, for the love. Says, have you ever gripped it with Matt Mask or Sandra Setis on a practice table? Doesn't Setis pull both heavy and super heavy? Yes, he does pull both. I have gripped up with Matt years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I've never gripped up with Sandra's. We've shooken hands before, but that's about it. Never on a table. But yeah, me and Matt pulled at some WAL promotional event, but we did like a fake match. If you YouTube my name, Derek and Matt Mask, you'll see a match with me and Matt. It's fake. Matt would have destroyed me at that time. But there was a lot of people watching. Like we were at it was in a parking lot for the motocross races. So there was like thousands of people walking around. So we were just putting random matches up on the stage to try to get people's interest. And so randomly, some of the matches on there were real for sure. Just mine and Matt's was not. I was just like, they just want to see the two big guys. And I was like, I don't have anything for you. He's like, well, we'll make it look good. And so we just sit there. But Matt would have destroyed me. It was just for show. He was at a way higher level than me at that time for sure. But yeah, but besides that, we never pulled since I've been big, strong, Derek. Me and Matt have not pulled. I made one. Sub Bridgette and Derek and Bridgette. What's up, DF? Music guy, Derek. What do you think you need to do to take you to the next level? Stay consistent. A lot of times I tend to, after super matches, especially after losses or things like that, I come home, I want to deload, I want to relax. I stop training for like a month or two. I'm depressed or yada yada yada, all the things. And so everything dips down, and then I kind of have to restart my training process. So it's really important to me that after this match, win, lose, or draw, I come home and I stay at it. I'm at a very high level now for me. Whether it's a high enough level to win my match, I hope it is. We're going to see. But no matter what, for me, this is the highest level I've been at. So I'm going to come home and I want to continue to increase this level. I don't want to get, used to being here or, and just chill out. So I want to stay trained. That's the biggest thing for me. And I think that's what's going to take me to the next level. Inevitably, as long as I keep progressing, the next level's coming. Corey McPhee says 226. I'm 270 and think you're replacing TRT. I'm 45. When I was 30, I was a 700. Mine dropped for some reason fast. Yeah, it does that, man. Neil says, you know what? For all the shit Monster Michael gets, when shit gets sensationalized, the contracts, ironically, he's an adult at times where the whole community turned into complete children. Well, but yeah, Mike tends to, he gets riled up. He gets angry, but he's not a dumb guy at all. He's been in the game a while. He understands how the world works, for sure. So, yeah. Mario says, Knuckles Up looks like it's going to be great, but I don't get the idea behind putting it on the same date as East vs. West. I don't know who picked that date first. Maybe they did. I have no idea. Um, yeah, it sucks that there's gonna be competing, people viewing one or the other. Maybe people will be buying both. But that's how much. How much is the pay per view for the Knuckles Up? Is it still $15 for East vs West, or is it
I think it's
15.99?
15, I don't know.
Um, I wonder how much theirs is. You guys know how much the Knuckles Up pay per view is? Um, Either way, yeah, I wonder if it'll split a lot of viewers or if people will double down. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, we got 44 people in here and 29 likes. This is up.
You don't really like me that much.
Derek with the top roll. Maybe you don't want the smoke. Carolyn says, Derek, I don't believe you're going to drop off a couple weeks. You've got too much swole patrol and too much muscle that's going to get you straight back to the gym for the endorphins and the mindset. Hey. Sideline star, who in your fam watches you compete at East vs West events? Like my mom buys it. My daughter and her mother will buy it. Bridgette's obviously there. I think that's it in terms of my family. My dad does not. I don't think any of my cousins or anything like that do that I know of. Um, Whatever, like my team watches it, and that's the guys that are on this quest with me. So it's very important to me, that they see it and they know that the hard work that I've been putting in front of them and with them, um, you know, whether it's working out or not. And like honestly, I beat myself up for losing and stuff, but always like one of the first things that enters my mind when I lose, man, is my team, is thinking about how I let them down. That's the thing that hits me the hardest every time I lose. Is like I'm trying to set this example. I'm trying to be this leader for them, and when I lose, it sucks because I'm like, that's not what a leader does. I'm supposed to show them, So I try to show them other ways by not quitting, by persisting, by all the other things. Hopefully they take. Shane says Knuckles up with $16. Okay. I'm late. Sad face Kane. What's going on? Sanka 30th like. Thank you. There's some really great matches in Knuckles Up, but it's hard to compete with East vs West. Yeah, they got a good lineup. The Knuckles Up do for sure.
Yeah.
Music guy says, after Michael Todd gets some matches under his belt, do you think you should face each other, maybe like Michael Todd's third match back or something? I'm always down to pull Mike, for sure. Carolyn says, I got Knuckles Up for $13 of the discount. Okay, Carolyn. East Coast. Hit the like. Oh my gosh, Kane. Sideline starts. That's dope. Roy says, East vs West is the A division of arm wrestling. Knuckles Up is crazy to do that. Like I said, what if they booked it before them? I don't know. Bridgette, it's a different time zone, 1:36 a.m. Eastern time right now. There you go. I watch all your matches, Derek. Thank you, music guy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the love. I'll try to get you some wins, some win footage. New Pickups Nervous Cough says there's been a lot of pay-per-views to buy. A hard sell right now with back-to-back East vs West, saying that AMC popped off. Great time to be a fan. I agree. A lot of footage out there, a lot of big matches happening, and this is a hell of a time to be an arm wrestling fan, to be an arm wrestler. Carolyn says, Jake is asleep though. Good timing. Arm wrestling Josh Derrick's #1 leader in his weight class. Thank you, sir. Fishing Patriot says, Carolyn, are you from me? Your thumbnail for this live is hilarious. We were literally laying in bed just talking about this. I was like, you make a thumbnail, we'll go live. So she grabs the phone and takes a picture, and then I made the thumbnail. Pretty much, if you guys see me having like thumbnails that actually have effort put into it, Bridgette made it. So she learned how to do that. She went and taught herself how to make thumbnails. Good luck out there, brother. Thank you, Benji. Neil Pickup. I want to see Michael Todd come back and slay just for FHS meme value. Joseph Sandell. Hey, Derek, I don't think you remember, but we gripped up after your match with Jaggers a couple months ago. Hope to see you at a high five one of these days. It's going to be a great event. Yeah, I mean, they sent me a message about having a match out there. I can't remember with who, but I had the East vs West thing coming up, So I'm sure one day if they keep having their events, I'll attend, as long as, maybe one day, even if I get a contract, I'm probably signing it, guys. I'm not going to let you. But I mean, if it's correct, if it's as non-restrictive as I've heard and the money's there and stuff, I mean, if I get a chance to be in the big show in the NBA and they sign me a contract, I'm probably going to sign it. But from what I hear, man, they're still not very restrictive, and I could probably still travel around. So, yeah, I'd love to do a match at High Five. Corey says, do you plan on getting Jagger's match back? I thought you were way stronger, just blew up too much. Yeah, we can run that back at some point. Like WAF rules, not running fouls, Austin. shoot, we can even do it with running fouls. We'll run that back at some point. He better, if I ask for the match officially, Austin better give it to me. All right. Everybody was giving me crap for not pulling down. I was like 5th, and Austin was 10th, and I gave him a match. Right. So when I'm ready to run it back, he better say yes. Shane Owen says, "Is Brandon Allen's still your strength coach? Does he incorporate arm wrestling training to the program, or do you program that yourself?" Brandon has never been my coach. Mine and Brandon's relationship were friends, and I was for a while signed into the contract for Filthy Power and help as a sponsor, like represent Brandon's brand. That was it. That's the only relationship we've had. He's still my buddy. I still call Brandon and talk to him, but yeah, he's never been a coach of mine or anything like that. If anything, when Brandon was first getting started and looking into running his own programming, we talked for a long time, and I gave him the rough outline of how I do all my programming and what to focus on as an arm wrestler and things like that, because he's trying to expand, his knowledge base for building programs for arm wrestling. So, but yeah, I have not hit him up for a strength program. Not to say I'm above it or beyond it. I know Brandon understands strength very well. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at right now with strength programming, but I was just today talking to Chris Drummond about potentially checking out the conjugate method, Todd Hutchings style. Maybe after this, maybe my next training block, trying that out. Fishy Patriot says, yeah, up past Banger. Derek, what do you got plans the next year? Nothing. I got Medi in a couple weeks. That's all I got planned. Music guy, arm wrestler boxing matches might be kind of high thoughts. What 2 arm wrestlers would you like to see box?
It's such a weird question. I hardly even know any other names except for
Is it Robin Prudnick?
you. I was gonna say you, but
Off the top of your head.
I don't know.
You know the big names.
Okay, how about
We're going to host a poll, and that's the 2 names she says. We'll see who you guys think wins.
Oh, okay. How about? Are you ready for my names?
Yep.
Okay, Hermes.
Okay. Or?
Rivaz.
Oh. I think it's going to be Rivaz. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think wins in a boxing match? This is the stuff we're talking about in this live stream. In a boxing match, Hermes or Rivaz? Let's see what you guys think. Posted a poll out there. You guys vote. Rivaz has some reach on him. He's a bigger guy. But Hermes looks pretty compact and explosive, probably more explosive than Rivaz. So, maybe something there. I don't know their backgrounds in boxing or fighting, though. Let's see, where were we?
Yeah.
With the boxing, arm wrestling boxing. On snap, the Bridgette and Derek show, Captain Obvious, what's going on? Sarku, what do you think your chance of beating Matt right now is? That actually sounds like it would be a nice match.
100%.
I would love to pull Matt, man. I have a lot of respect for Matt. I know people are hating on him. I think Matt is an amazing arm wrestler. I still think we're going to see bigger and better things out of him, personally. But I know a lot of people are losing belief because he's been losing, but I think Matt's great.
Maybe we're going with the 40% thing, right? We're just always saying 40%.
Oh, that I'm at 40%.
Yeah, we're always at 40%.
Yeah,
maybe 42. That's a good number.
I wish I could get my hands on Auger Bio's training plan. Carolyn, no running fouls, WTI. Dishmo says, I don't know about Todd's method for you, those longest levers, but down to see you give it a whirl. Just don't think it suits you as well. What the hell do I know? Yeah, we'll see. B. Sims, Killen versus Levon. CSGO, best of 7. I never played Counter-Strike. Actually, I'll still beat Levon, though. I played it like once. Corey McPhee says, after you win this match, you should call out Fareed. I think you get him all day.
I was just thinking that, actually. I was looking at the poster that they posted, and I was going through all the names, and I bet you Ingen puts you against him next.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Shane Owens, that's a good one. Bortolato versus Gennady, Wagner versus Gennady. Boxing match would be short but crazy. They would just be throwing haymakers. It would be the most, dude.
Who's the first one?
A 2-round fight.
Who's that guy?
Wagner Bortolato, the Brazilian guy that broke the table, it screams, ah! Always freaky. He's goes wild. He's absolutely caveman insane for sure. That'd be a crazy match. Music guy Rivaz would pop Hermes like a pimple. Patriot, what town you guys talking about? Maine. Matt did great against Kalinachenko. Yeah, I agree. I think he did great. That last round was weird to me. Rivaz endurance might do him in early. Captain Obvious says Derek hiding his new dreadlocks under that has that hat to be unleashed to East versus West. My dreadlocks. No, my hair is messed up. You want to see?
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild hair.
So I just put a beanie on because I didn't feel like wearing a hat for once. All right. Shmo says, Shane, you work in the oil fields or what? How the hell do you do this no sleep thing? Yeah, there you go. She can wear the hat.
So big.
Shane says cocaine. Attaboy. Have you ever dealt with a trash talker in arm wrestling?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I know I haven't. I've been arm wrestling a long time before I met you. Yeah, I honestly I don't. Somewhat, yeah. I have. Nothing too crazy, but yes, it's just I think a lot of people on the stage, especially when I was doing tournaments and I was more unknown, my size alone would make them not talk that much because they're like, oh, like they're not going to talk because they're not sure if they're going to beat me. Most of the people, and so by the time it's over, even if they do beat me, they're already committed to not talking crap, kind of. So I don't get a lot of it. I see it way worse with other people. But every once in a while, yeah, I've had matches with people run their mouth. Shane says, I'm old and fell asleep earlier than woke up right before the show started. Carolyn, I guess, still talking to Patriot. Hermes will surrender round one. Hermes will. World's strangest man. What's up? You and your girl, Crystal Methany, those big boy naps. He's talking to Shane. He's not calling you Crystal Methany.
Yeah, don't worry. I know.
Karen says, still talking to Patriot. Derek, Bridgette, you guys rock. Most epic couple in NA. Hey. Corey McPhee says, if you don't call someone out after you win, Egan will throw you under the bus again. He secretly, LOL, wants West to lose. Do pick someone to call out. No, man, he needs West to win, so people keep buying the pay-per-views. Like, I was just talking to Egan about that. He goes, I hate that people think I want the West to lose. I need you guys to win so that it's interesting. These matches are interesting. Yeah. Derek versus Devin means we also get Bridgette versus Jody.
No, I don't think so.
Bridgette's a fan of Jody.
Yeah.
Jody's awesome. Jody's so much cooler than Devin. Yes, so you know, FYI. One day, me and Devin will dance. We will. Once I'm ready.
Maybe when that time comes, I'll be like Jody, and then it will be.
There we go.
She'll be like elbow, and I'll be like, what else? Center, table, whatever.
And start screaming at each other on the stage.
Loud noises.
Yeah, loud noises. Derek still got a good hairline. Natty confirmed. Thanks, Shane.
I'm always worried about that.
What's up? Nothing much. World's strangest man. Shane Owens. I didn't know Juice made you receive dating. Schmo says, I know better, Derek. I'm not trying to be the second victim of those hand sandwiches. Fishing page. Oh, still talking to Carolyn. All right, how's the poll doing, you guys, in the boxing match? 23 votes. Ravaz is beating the crap out of Hermes. 78% of you guys said that Ravaz is taking Hermes in a boxing match. All right. I see that. Yeah, I see Ravaz is bigger, a lot bigger dude.
I think Ravaz is more like stiff, and then Hermes. I feel like Hermes walks around with more like range. I don't know. That's what I'm picturing in my head for some reason.
You're picturing Hermes' range? All right.
No.
All right. Okay, well, I'm gonna do one more. Shane had a really good one. So I want to see who you guys think. Bordolato versus Gennady.
I choose Gennady.
I do think Gennady would have more patience. He does. He's a little bit more cerebral than maybe a lot more cerebral than Wagner, but I still think he's like, if you're gonna fight, you gotta have your adrenaline turned all the way up. So I imagine it's just gonna be a slugfest. What do you guys think of that one? But Bordolato might be just a generally stronger human. Is he? I don't even know. I don't know. Bridgette Jazz hands those epic sparkle and arm wrestling.
Yeah, they are. See?
Sideline star. I saw Engen repping the California arm wrestling team on live stream last week ago. Bridgette keeps him, suited up. She makes sure we always make sure he has new shirts. Are we taking more shirts this time?
I don't have any new shirts. They're all the same.
He has all of them?
He has all of them.
Oh, okay. There you go. Let's see. Gennady, a Stone Cold Killer. Catherine Obvious is Carolyn. Jazz hands, ultimate finishing move. Tucon says, man, that's a tough one. They both have a warrior spirit. Yeah, they do. Corey McPhee, Hermes, the 170 frame, walking around at 290. His agility would be bad, in my opinion, Ravaz all day. But Wagner has that crazy factor. If he can, I don't think he stops swinging. He knocks Gennady out. I think Wagner tries to just get a full mount and rip his head off. Gennady destroying Wagner in the polls, 18 votes. All right.
Team Bridgette right there.
Team Bridgette. All right. Kevin says, I was still talking to Peter. Yeah, they're just going back and forth.
Yeah, I know.
What? How long are we looking for? How long do you want to stay? I don't know.
An hour.
Oh, crap. We're coming up an hour right now? Time flew by. Damn. Gennady is a honey badger. The opponent's size or strength doesn't matter in a street fight. That's true. Well, I mean, it does a little bit in a street fight. Maybe not in arm wrestling as much. I don't know. Yeah. Off topic, Tyson and Fedor might box. That would be crazy.
Tyson super old.
Yeah, but Fedor's pretty old too, but not as old as Tyson.
You know what Briston said to me today?
Briston's her daughter.
She said, anybody born after 2010 is just like, what? Weird. Like,
when is she born?
Like, I think of like 20 years ago, I think that's still the 1980s, you know? And then I realized that it's, 2003.
I'm only 25, so that's...
I know. I told her the same thing. I was like, how are you just about to drive when I'm only 25?
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Exactly.
I don't know. I just thought that was weird.
Just a couple 25-year-olds here on stream.
Yeah.
Jonathan Nicholson just commenting on to help your algorithm. Good luck on your next match opening a new bar in a few weeks. So if you all come through Louisiana, drinks on me. Hey, I remember that.
I've never been there, so I'm totally down.
Write that down.
Yep.
Levon Ravaz Gennady, first team, all badass. Let's see. Captain, you've seen this girl do jazz hands. She got more sparkle than any Hollywood starlet.
Yeah.
Everyone's a bad MFer until they get stabbed or shot. Yeah, that's true. How much you go into weight for the match? 340? I can't leave 340 pounds. I am bound to 340.
Yeah, I don't know why. We didn't agree on 340.
I'm jacked right now. I got abs, guys. I'm like shredded.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I got abs and I'm 25.
Yeah. Hey, but no, back to the one about stabbed or shot. Would you rather stab somebody or shoot somebody? This is a serious question. I had this one with my brother like 10 years ago.
If I have to do one or the other,
yeah,
and I'll shoot someone, so I'm not close to them. You stab someone, I gotta get close, and then they might be able to stab me back.
Stab somebody. I want to stab somebody rather than shoot them.
Yeah, maybe you just don't spend the night here while I have knives in the drawer over there. What the hell?
This is a question. Why?
I feel like Gennady would be the type to just keep coming at you, no F's given, like Tyson. Corey says, how close are you to Stockton? Ever see the Diaz brothers? Oh, that's like 7-8 hours away.
Stockton? Oh, yeah, by San Francisco?
Yeah, up there. Let's just throw the top 10 super heavies in a Royal Rumble. Tyson and Fedor, that's Fedor. I always say his name. It's pretty cool. I'm still bummed we never got Fedor versus Brock Lesnar. All because contracts is another reason I'm worried about contracts in arm wrestling. Derek and Bridgette on that adrenochrome. What is that?
What was that?
Tripboard says, Derek, this time don't stick with the hotel area the whole time. They get 2 days more. Try to see Asian side well and get to the European side for a nice city travel you won't regret.
I was told that we are on the Asian side in Pendic. That's why that shuttle wouldn't take us, because they're like, we don't go to the Asian side.
See? There you go.
Yeah, but we're not going to stick to the hotel. I hope there's another bazaar outside the hotel because I want to go. Okay.
We've walked pretty much as far as you can walk outside the hotel. We've done our laps. She wants to go get baklava, and we'll get some ice cream on the baklava.
Yeah, this sweet place that Chance and Maggie told us about.
Told us about? Oh, yeah, they did tell us. They took us there. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, we already went? Or was that with my other? No, we went.
You trying to die? Get stabbed tonight?
Yeah. Hey. Answer carefully. Do you like opera music, Bridgette?
I like when Derek sings opera.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
It's a good answer. Nice question, sideline. Jazz hands is his new dad move. Derek, you're looking ridiculous. East not got nothing on you, bro. I think Saul airbrush your pick, even though you look less swole. Carolyn, Captain, amen, bro. Sideline, amen. Officially Patriot. Still talking Carolyn. Ed Bedrosian. Ed, what's going on? Bridget's favorite movie is Fatal Attraction.
I've actually never seen that movie.
Ed's really showing his age on that one, Ed.
Everybody always says, isn't that one with the rabbit or something? I don't know. Because I always go, I don't know what that movie is. And they're like, oh, it's one where she boils a rabbit or something. I don't remember that. I don't know that movie.
Corey McPhee says, I suggested Engen to invite Brian Shaw over as a VIP some East vs. West. One of the cards you're on since you know him. Can't wait to get the bug in him. I have mentioned to Brian about going to East versus West, and the same thing, that it would be paid for and everything. I just know he's really busy with strongman right now, so if he ends up getting in arm wrestling, I imagine maybe we'll start seeing some appearances from him. Yeah, but Egan already extended that olive branch. I just know Brian's been busy, but man, I think if he gets in arm wrestling, we'll see him at least making appearances for a while and saying hi and seeing what the he'll want to. I'll encourage Brian to go see what the world of arm wrestling is all about. You know what I mean? Like to get out there and meet Levon and see the top level and see where he needs to go. You know.
I just think it's hilarious that you're wearing a beanie in the middle of summer.
It's the middle of the night, and I have the AC cranked to 67, and there's fans on all around us. So.
I mean.
So, you know, you guys know what I'm saying. Derek asked you to make Hermes Parmesan pasta if you want quality gains. Maybe just Parmesan pasta. No, maybe
I don't even like Parmesan.
I'll take it if there's gains. Stabby Bridgette in your corner ups your chances of winning 90%.
You got it under control.
Stabby Bridgette. That's your new nickname is Stabby Bridgette.
I mean, it's a first, but I'll take it.
In the movie, she stabs a dude. LOLs.
No.
Yeah, I'm old. Love you, Ed. Come to practice some point, man. There'll be practice this Sunday. I won't be there, but there'll be practice at my grandma's house if you want to come through. Still talking to Patriot and still talking to Patriot. All right, guys. Unless you guys have any other questions, 38 people in here, 38 likes, you guys.
Check your Instagram.
Oh, wait, yeah. Let's see if anybody posed any questions on Instagram.
We all secretly want to turn Brian into an arm wrestler so we could send our own science experiment to face the East. That's funny.
I got no questions on Instagram.
Nobody cares.
Anybody question you?
I don't think so. Just
Why Prudnick message you? That's a joke.
That is a joke. No question. Nobody cares.
Let's see. You're white in a foreign country. Stay close to the hotel. That's all. So dang. We all secretly want to turn Brian into arm wrestler so we can send our. Oh, you read that on science project or science experiment. Take care and best of luck. Hold on, logging into my Zarab account to message you, says Shimon. What happened to that arm wrestling documentary that was supposed to come out? I haven't heard anything about it. Derek, I think Nick Best and Oberst are the key to hook up and shoot arm wrestling content. And shoot the arm wrestling content close to home. They are Shaw's main boys. I'm really excited about meeting Nick Best, Robert Oberst, and Eddie Hall. Apparently, they're all going to be there. So that's one of the coolest things about all this. I mean, obviously the arm wrestling part, I'm excited for Shane and all that stuff, obviously. Outside of the arm wrestling, that's the next coolest thing is to be able to meet those guys. Yeah, dude, especially Eddie Hall. It's going to be weird, though, because, like, Eddie's one of those guys where you see so many videos of him that I'm going to feel like I know him. And I'm probably going to talk super casually to him as if I already know him because I've watched so many videos of him and Brian and goofing around. Like, I hope I don't, like, just start wrestling with Eddie. There you are. You're like, he's like, who the hell are you? Because I've watched so much stuff about him. Like, I feel like I know him. I feel like he's my boy, you know? And so that's going to be a little bit weird.
I'm going to video it.
But you saw, like, how comfortable I was with Brian, like, right away. You know what I mean? Like,
except for the fact that you called him Brian Shaw the entire time.
Yeah, I call him Brian Shaw to his face at all times. Why would you not? Like one of the world's strongest, if maybe potentially the strongest man ever. And
only because you asked me to, Brian Shaw.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it for you, Brian Shaw.
Whatever you say, Brian Shaw.
All right, Brian.
Hell
Shaw.
yeah, I was at Brian Shaw's house hanging out with Brian Shaw. You say Brian Shaw.
That was super respectful.
Would you guys say Brian Shaw if you were at Brian Shaw's house? Tell me. Everyone's gonna think Derek's a strongman competitor. I know how until they see my legs.
Those things are heavy.
Yeah. Okay, catching up, and then we're signing off. What happened to the arm wrestling? Oh, sorry, read that. Derek has a particular set of skills. He'd be able to get Bridgette back.
He would never lose me.
That's right. Talking to Carolyn, Ed Bedrosian and Bridgette should take a stab at arm wrestling. Been telling her.
See what we did there.
She's actually really strong, guys. Like, she's really strong. Ask the other like local female arm wrestlers that pulled her. She's strong them all. Carolyn says, talking to Patriot. Shane says, everyone is going to think Derek's, that Mr. Shaw, sir, says Tev Khan.
Mr. Brian Shaw, sir.
Mr. Brian Shaw, sir. You say Mr. Shaw, show some damn respect. And honestly, I felt like Brian was like the big brother I never had. You know what I mean?
It seemed that way. But you guys were like samesies. You were twins, twin flames. Dude, it was weird.
We like have a lot of we use like similar words. We had similar thoughts on training concepts. Like so many times in the conversation, he'd be like, that's exactly what I said. Or I'd be like, that's exactly what I've been thinking the whole time. Like we did a lot of that. So he's kind of my best friend.
I can't remember like Carrie or Crystal. Somebody said something like what Brian says, or I don't know, like everybody was feeling it.
I'm still fanboy out over Brian, of course. And when I got home, I was telling my buddies that are fans of Brian. I was like, oh, my boy B Shaw texts me, just just trying to flex. I'm so fanboyed out with Brian. I mean, you have to be. Anybody should be, especially if you're in the strength game. Real excited to see Derek towards the local competition after becoming the beast for his match versus Manny King Cali and he went AE. Okay. Yeah, that's Georgian for you're very pretty. Oh, when they wrote up there.
What? Oh. I don't believe you.
Derek, you're so neat. You're going to kill with your energy at shot class. Yes, that's the plan. Alex says, when you're with Brian, you say Brian Shaw and add Sir Brian Shaw. Or I am Brian Shaw, sir. Corey McPhee says, we need someone who's going to get Mitchell Hooper in arm wrestling. He's a 2023 World Strongest Man. He's only 28 years old. Dang.
Isn't that one of Brian's athletes?
I don't know.
I think he's sponsored.
We just need more money in the sport, man. If the sport has enough money, then we'll get a ton of people coming into it. Music, not just when they're done with their sport. They'll want to come over while they're still in their prime. Derek, would you rather Bridgette hook up with Prunick and Hermes? Or would you rather hook up with Prunick and Hermes if you had to pick one?
How'd Hermes get thrown in there? That's a new one for me.
I'm not even answering that.
I am a little bit Italian, so,
What was your answer to that?
My answer was, why is Hermes in there?
What would your answer be this? Would you rather you hook up with Prunick and Hermes or me hook up with Prunick and Hermes?
I would rather not answer this question.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm refusing to answer that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Refusing it.
Agreed.
You and Shaw do look like you could be brothers. Thank you, Ed. I'll take it as a compliment. Shane says, bro, I flexed the Brian Shaw text my phone so many times. Oh man, so you guys never told me. So he hit you up. It wasn't his manager. Awesome, dude. Wasn't that the coolest thing in the world though? When Brian hits you up, I don't know. It's a super cool.
Yeah, I'm
feeling.
like doing something on time. Like Brian texts you.
Oh, Brian did. My boy Brian texted me everybody.
And then he was that.
Derek, there's been no one near strongman and an arm wrestling table that they're going to spring to that table with you. I'm sure it's pure alpha. Yeah, the thing that's going to be rough is not arm wrestling next weekend because I have my match coming up. I can't touch the table, and I'm going to have Shane there and Austin. Everybody's there. I'm going to want to arm wrestle so badly, and I know I'm going to want to arm wrestle left-handed too because my match is right-handed, but I need to be smart and not even touch my CNS, not even go hard left-handed because I'll want to go hard. It's going to be so hard not to arm wrestle. I have to stay back. Because it feels weird to feel this strong right now, feel this ready, and have these strong guys in front of me and not arm wrestle them. It's going to be really hard. Let's see. Bye. Take care, says Carolyn. See ya. Derek is definitely hooking up with Bulls so we don't have to have a Bridgette funeral.
You like me.
Okay, good. Can you get that final blob grip now? No, Brian, the blob is half of a 100-pound dumbbell, so it's a 50-pound blob. That's the original The Blob, the name The Blob. And I got that. I picked that up. But Brian made custom ones after that with like half of a 120 and half of like a 130 and stuff like that. So those aren't human blobs. Those are Brian Shaw blobs. Yeah, but the original blob I can pick up. Yes. Y'all have a good one. All right, Shane. You guys, thanks for hanging out. We've been on here for an hour and 13. My beautiful lady, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys. I don't know when and where we'll do this. Generally, so you guys, if you want a rough idea, Bridgette's generally at my house Sunday, Monday.
Every other weekend.
Yeah. So it'll be Sunday, Monday. If and when it happens, we'll hop on randomly. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. I'll be back on Wednesday for my live stream in a couple days, and we'll hang out some more there. We'll have some stuff to talk about. I need to do a prediction for the high five. We'll go over those matches and do the prediction on that. And we can talk about East versus West if I have any other final thoughts. And then we'll talk about the Shaw Classic, although I can't make any predictions on that because I have to be unbiased. So anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us at this late time. Check out the awswitch.com. Get yourself a shirt, hat, sticker, all the things. Discount code AWDerek. You guys want to save yourself a little bit of money. Check out the link tree. Share the link to the Shaw Classic. Please, everybody, if you guys can share the link to the Shaw Classic, it's going to help arm wrestling. The more people that tune in that want to watch arm wrestling, want to watch Shaw Classic, the more likely the Shaw Classic will have arm wrestling back next year, which will make it bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So please help share the link. It's just a tiny little thing. Hit share on the link for the Shaw Classic. I appreciate the love. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.